What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm your average 21-year-old college student, just sharing business and life advice that I learned from past and previous mistakes. If you're not new here, welcome back to my channel. And if you clicked on this video, you're trying to see the 10 habits that I made for myself at the age 21 that made me dangerous. Not physically, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Being dangerous, you don't always have to be the biggest guy in the room. Being dangerous to have a sense of self-control and integrity. These are 10 habits that I cultivated for myself to make me dangerous at just the age of 21. Number 1, I pray before I decide. A cluttered mind makes permanent decisions based off temporary emotions. But a mind that's clear and focused thinks prudently. When I catch myself overwhelmed, aggravated, or just mad for no reason, I sit in silence and step still before God and I pray. Prayer calms my soul and it clears my mind and it gives me a sense of integrity and purpose. I don't move off temporary emotions. I move with purpose. Purpose plays a huge role when it comes to making decisions because you're either gonna let emotions dictate your next move or you're gonna let your heart and mind dictate it. Number 2, I keep promises to myself. Every deal that I made with myself, every contract that I signed my name on it, I made sure to get the job done. When people think about to-do lists, they're not to-do lists. Those are promise lists. And the more you slack on those lists, the more self-trust you lose. If you don't have self-trust in yourself, you won't trust yourself to go to the gym every day. You won't trust yourself to form that business because you don't even believe in yourself. You don't have the courage built up or the momentum built up to actually do these things. So the more self-trust you lose, the more you lose yourself as a man or a woman. Number 3, I execute regardless on how I feel. Sorrow will never overcome my purpose, and sorrow will never overcome my passion. Emotions only last for 1 to 5 minutes. If it lasts longer than that, you're putting yourself through that emotional damage. You don't have to be sad and listen to sad music to make yourself cry. No, get out the gutter. The more resistance you build, the stronger your mind becomes. Build that resistance. Don't allow the emotions to eat you up alive. Number 4, I invest before I spend. I don't care if it's $1, $4, $5. I'm putting that money in my envelope because at the end of this year, the money I accumulated, I'll be able to invest into even more things. And most importantly, invest into myself, make myself more valuable so that I can enter rooms the old me couldn't get in. Number 5, I protect my mornings. And this is also personal. I don't engage in sexual intercourse in the morning. I don't listen to loud music. I don't wake up and grab my phone. I wake up, pray, do my morning routine, pray again, start my to-do list or my promise list, and I get my day started. The way I start my morning is important because if I start the wrong way, I'm aggravated for the rest of the day. I gotta start my morning with intentionality. I gotta be intentional. I gotta build the momentum early so before the day ends, I can end it off strong. People slack on this. They don't know how to master their mornings. When you go to sleep and you wake up, your brain is refreshed like a fresh start. It's a new brain. What you pour into your brain the first thing in the morning is how you're gonna perceive that day. If you wake up listening to loud rap music, you're gonna be aggressive that whole day. I'm telling you, these things are real and you gotta start paying close attention to these things because they affect you whether you know it or not. Number 6, I train my body like my future depends on it because it does. As we get older, body, limbs get to hurting. You don't move the same. So I'm taking advantage of my youth and realizing that my age is currency. My future self is depending on me to get right. And I don't just work out for the attributes. I don't care about lifting weights because what you get from it mentally is more important. The way you perceive things change. The way you react in situations that's meant to break you down change. The way you just move as a whole changes because nobody's forcing you to go and lift weights. Nobody's forcing you to get on a meal plan. Nobody's forcing you to, drink a gallon of water every day. You're doing it with intention. And that right there is a start of investing. That right there is a start of paying your bills on time. That right there is a start of taking your life more serious because you took that first step to be intentional with your health, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And I do like the way I look on my straight off, but what you gain from it mentally is way more important. Number 7, I read more than I scroll. If I read a book for 5 minutes straight every day for 365 days, you do the math to tell me how much time did I read for, how many pages did I read. You don't have to. People have a bad habit of dispersing their energy all into one day. Break it down. If you go 100%, let's say you got 100% health bar right now, you got 7 days out the week. This one, 25. This day, 15. This day, 25. That's what? That's already like what, 65, maybe? This day, 5. This day, 10. You get what I'm saying? Basically, disperse your energy into little segments, and don't just waste it on one big thing. You read for an hour for a week. you didn't gain anything. That information didn't get retained. It's over with. But when you constantly get the reps in, you constantly read, and information start retaining, you become smarter. Your lexicon expand. You become more articulate, right? Number 8, I build systems, not goals. I talk about this a lot on my channel. I treat my goals like a puzzle. And the small puzzle pieces that's missing to that big puzzle piece are the small goals that lead up to the big goals. The small goals are just as important as the big goals because the small goals keep you going, build some momentum, and allows you to see process. You know, if I say I want to save $1,000, think about this T-chart. This is the big goal, $1,000. Everything that's on the T-chart is leading towards $1,000. So boom, put money towards the side this way, stop spending over here, stop consuming over here. Everything that I do right here leads up to here. And that's kind of how to practically explain that. But 9, I distance myself from distractions. I'm 21, I'm in college. I go to HBCU, it's a lot of distractions, women, drugs, partying, you name it. Yes, I'm still young and I'm learning. I still get a drink occasionally, but my job is not to let the distractions make me become a distraction. Because if I distract myself from my passion, my calling, or anything that I'm building for myself and God's place in my life, I'm losing myself. And that's not what I want. I cut off old friends. I cut off best friends of many years, not because I wanted to, but because it was out of line, it was missing line, and I had to become the man I wanted to become. And it's not like a sacrifice or nothing like that, but you have to sacrifice the things that you want to get the things that you need. And number 10, I study the people who are around me, and I reevaluate my circle. I want a lot of people to pay attention to this one. Look around your circle and see if the people that's around you are building you up or are they slowing you down. When you tell them a business idea, are they making it sound like it's not possible to happen, or are they motivating you? When you say you want to go to the gym, are they laughing at you or motivating you? This is important because your circle is who you become. You become the lazy person, whatever you want to call it. If your circle doesn't reflect the person you want to become, you have to remove yourself. And don't feel bad. Being alone isn't bad. Solitude isn't bad. When I had a year off, that was the best year of my life. Nobody in my ear, nobody telling me what shots to do. I was just moving with precision, executing everything. And it changed me, man. It literally changed me. And that's how I formed these 10 habits. So really write down and take these notes because I want you to really allow these things to solidify. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to lose yourself during the process. It's okay to lose your best friend. It's okay to lose a girlfriend, a boyfriend, but never lose yourself. Build habits and build systems that allow you to become the person you want to become. Be hungry. Hunger for success. Strive for greatness. Don't ever stop. People are looking up to you and they're waiting for you to become successful. I don't care where you're at right now. If you're working at McDonald's, I used to work at McDonald's. I'm no better than you. No matter your life situation right now, you be late on bills, negative from your account. Someone right now is looking up to you and you are their inspiration. Never forget that. So these are the 10 things that made me dangerous at the age of 21. And these things I'm going to carry out through my life and just improve them. So as always, as I grow, you grow, let's grow together. And make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more content like this.